selling its stake in Ping An Insurance. What is your view on Chinese insurers?
Yes, I think that's going to be an extremely important sector and therefore a strong growth sector. As the Chinese population is aging and the overall still weak social security systems in China, people will need to build their additional savings. And one of the best instruments around the world, as well as in China, are life insurances. So I would expect that all life insurances are going to see strong growth as the middle class of China uses them as a savings vehicle for the retirement age. I would also expect that other insurance sectors, even in the non-life sector, would see growth as people again are starting to take care of their own social security, as companies are taking care of being better protected against uncertainty. So overall, the insurance sector, I think, is going to be a very strong sector.
Is the overall economic downturn of China over with the latest economic data, or are there still pockets of worries? If so, which sectors?
Right, very good question. I think overall, obviously, with the change of government, I think a lot of the people gain new confidence in the Chinese economy with the expectation that the new government now will take some of the measures that probably should have been taken quite some time ago in China already. Certainly the expectation is the new Chinese government will put additional liquidity into the market, which should provide additional stimulus for investment activity in China. So overall, I see that is all positive. I think what we are still seeing, however, is that there's significant overcapacity in various industrial sectors, and that will take some time to work through, especially as some of the key export markets are still not recovering. That namely is Western Europe, the United States are still at low growth rates, and frankly some of the other Asian countries are starting to put up import barriers against exports from China. So the problem of overcapacity will take additional time to work through, but so in summary, I would expect that next year we see an overall better economic picture in China than this year.
Tell us about the consolidation and the issue of overcapacity China is facing today.
Right, we see it actually in quite a number of sectors. It really starts out at the automotive industry. In the automotive industry, you're currently looking at capacity utilization rates of only 70% on average. To give you an idea, typically you would need any factory that produces cars needs at least 75% utilization before it starts making money. So on average in China right now we're at 70%, and there's significant overcapacity, especially among the Chinese auto manufacturers, not so much among at the international. That then trickles down to a couple of other sectors. You have significant overcapacity on the steel sector. The steel sector, of course, is in large parts supplying the auto industry as well as construction industry. And then you have a variety of other sectors that are related to that. But those are two very significant sectors, auto and steel, where you see significant overcapacities.